In this video, you will learn to translate problems into equations. Now, when you set up an equation, there are a few steps you can use to help you in your translating process. So the first step is to read the problem carefully. When you read, try to decide what the unknowns are and decide what the facts are. Once you have that, then step 2, you can choose a variable to represent the unknowns. So you can choose a variable for one unknown and then write an expression for the other unknown using the variable and one of the facts. And then step 3 is to reread the problem and then write the equation. And you can use the other fact from the problem to write the equation. Alright, so I'm going to walk you through 2 examples, and every problem is a little bit different with the setup, but I'm going to walk you through the process for any problem. So example 1. Lester has twice as much money as Kathy, and together they have $129, and the question is, how much money does each have? So step 1, we need to determine the unknowns and what we do know. So the unknowns are the amounts of money that Lester and Kathy have. What we do know is that together they have $129. So once you have the unknowns established, you can then choose a variable. So if we let Kathy's money be represented by the letter K, then Lester's money would be twice that, or 2 times K. So now that we have our unknowns established and the variables ascribed to each unknown, we can then finish off with step 3, where we can write the equation. We know that together they have $129, meaning if we add Kathy's amount of K with Lester's amount of 2K, then that would equal $129. So my equation would be K plus 2K equals 129. One more example. We are told that a piece of wood is 50 inches long and is cut into 2 pieces. One piece is 6 inches longer than the other. And the question is, what are the lengths of the pieces? So step 1, determine what your unknowns are and determine what you do know. So the question is asking for the lengths of the pieces. So the unknown is the lengths of the pieces. And what we do know is that the whole piece of wood is 50 inches long, and we do know that one piece is 6 inches longer than the other. So now that we have our unknowns, we can then choose a variable to represent the unknowns. So we have a shorter piece and a longer piece. So if we let x equal the shorter piece, then the longer piece, it says, is 6 inches longer. So we take the shorter length of x and add 6 to it, and that gives me the longer length. So my shorter length is x, and the longer length is x plus 6. So now that we have the variables established, we can then finish off by writing our equation. So we know that together the 2 pieces will add up to be 50 inches long. That is the total length of the wood. So if we take the shorter length of x and add that with the longer length of x plus 6, we know that the total would equal 50. So this is my equation. X plus 6 equals 50.